Today we're going to be looking at whether or not The Gardens Between on Nintendo Switch is worth a $5. Not exclusive to Nintendo Switch, The Gardens Between is also currently available on PC, PS4, and on Xbox One as part of a Game Pass subscription for play on both console and cloud. I unfortunately discovered this after I picked it up in the Switch eShop, where the sale that would have just ended by the time this video is posted had it available for $4.49 US, which is 78% off its regular retail of $19.99. So, is The Gardens Between worth a $5? We're gonna find out after you kindly like the video and subscribe if you're new to SirLink Gaming. And with that, let's get to it. The Gardens Between is a relatively straightforward puzzle game that you manipulate time either forward or backwards as you attempt to climb to the top of each of the levels. There are a few clever ways that you will need to encounter obstacles in each of the 20 levels. They're not always initially obvious, but for me, they were never too difficult to figure out what the actual solution was. The girl character Arena has a lantern that can be lit from different light sources, usually coming from a flower, and the light is used to pass obstacles, create bridges, blow fog away, and you'll need to use an illuminated lantern to complete each level. Additionally, the boy character, Frent, interacts with different time-controlling devices and rings bells that typically switch different elements on or off. Once you complete each set of levels, there is a cutscene of the two characters that incorporates some of the elements in the completed levels as part of the scene. I thought this was kind of a neat way to tie things together. I found The Gardens Between to be a simple yet charming puzzle game. Nothing was really too challenging. Some of the puzzles are actually pretty clever, like turning on the TV or when you tune in the radio. Even though the solutions to the puzzles might not initially be clear, you get a sense of satisfaction completing them because there isn't ever a trick. It's always a logical solution. The game has simple controls, maybe not as simple as Clock Simulator, and you can also play with just one hand on your controller if you want, as you're not controlling the characters, but advancing and reversing time, as the characters will move forward and backwards until an obstacle gets in their way, or you pause to interact with something in the environment. There wasn't any dialogue, but the cutscenes after you complete each island kind of put a story together, but I'm not really playing this game for its story. The one last thing I'll note is that the game is pretty short. Each level can be completed in usually between 5 to 10 minutes for each of the 20 levels, and a bit longer if you happen to get stuck. Usually it only took me a few tries before I figured out what I had to do, and I had the game completed within 2 hours. As I said earlier, The Gardens Between just came off sale on Switch and is no longer under $5 for the time being, but will likely see more sales in the future. It might be on sale now as you're watching this. But if you're subscribed to Game Pass on Xbox, it's available on console and cloud for free as part of your subscription. And bonus, getting 1000 gamer score from unlocking achievements is a pretty easy task if that's your thing. Overall, I like the easygoing and simple gameplay of The Gardens Between. The puzzles were clever and their solutions logical, so no reason to be frustrated if you end up getting stuck. If you have an Xbox with Game Pass, absolutely pick up The Gardens Between and enjoy it on a rainy afternoon. But if you're picking it up on Switch, the length is not adequate for you to pick up at full retail price. But if it goes back on sale and enters worth a $5 territory, pick it up, because The Gardens Between is worth a $5. Have you played The Gardens Between? Do you think it's worth a $5? Let me know in the comments below and I'll see you in my next video.